Hello. So I am coming to you today to talk about something that's been on my heart actually for a while. And it's one of those topics / conversations I need to be a little fragile with because it may be offensive to people that I know, and I'm really not trying to be, but I just wanted to speak a little bit of my truth. So anyone who knows me knows that I am on a weight loss journey, and among other things though, I am trying to just be a better me. I saw a quote that said, and I'm paraphrasing here, but basically the quote said, life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. So in my mind, I thought in my head what I wanted my life to be, and I am trying to create it. Of course, weight loss has something to do with that, but it's more than that. It's bigger than that. Like happiness for me, when I think of happiness, I think of being able to go out, to meet people, to experience new things. And so I have made it a point this year to really try to be uncomfortable in certain situations. So I try to go out. If there's something I want to do, I do it. And one of the things that I found myself, or where I have found myself, is alone a lot. And it's really uncomfortable because, majority of the time when I go places, there are people who are with other people, and then there's me. And I'm naturally I would say a people's person. People drain me, but I like people. So, I'm in a space now where majority of the things that I'm doing alone. And I get the question asked all the time, like, where are your friends? Why are you doing this by yourself? Why are you out here by yourself? And I've learned that in my quest to find myself, I have inadvertently lost a lot of friends. And it's not negative, like, oh, we ended on bad terms. We just don't talk that much anymore. And that's because I am a different person. When I decided to have weight loss surgery and when I decided to lose weight, one of the things that kept coming up in my mind, and people brought it up as well, but one of the things that I was like, I just don't want to change. I don't want to be that person that changes who they are or think that they're different because they've lost a lot of weight. But I am not the girl that I used to be. And I don't think it's direct. I mean, it deals with weight loss, but it's more so of me trying to change who I am. I am not the person that I used to be. So that means I cannot hang around the people that I used to hang around, which leaves me needing to find new friends. But it is absolutely hard to do that at an older age. I struggle with that. I am struggling right now with meeting new people and finding new friends because we do not open up to new people. And here I am in a space where I'm not going to say I'm open, but I'm opening my idea of meeting new people. And it's becoming a struggle, and it's not going to stop my grind. Like, I literally am still trying to create myself and create what I feel is happiness. But what does that entail? What does that mean? And how will that align when I'm by myself? Because I do want friends. I still have friends, but it's not on the same way. I find myself doing a lot of things this year, a lot of things by myself. And it's not on purpose. Some stuff is on purpose, but majority of it isn't. And while I have some really great experiences, like this year by far has been one of the best years of my life. You know, it's still November, it's not done. If nothing else happened for the rest of the year, I can honestly say that this year has been an epic year, but majority of that was alone. And so I just want to put that out there because I don't know the answer. I really don't. But I want to put it out there that, you know, we as people, it's okay to develop new friendships, and it's okay to be alone. It's also okay to not communicate with people you used to communicate with on a daily basis, or people that you know, used to align with a lot, because you change. And there's nothing wrong with freaking changing. Like, I feel like, you know, that's the big thing. It's kind of hard for me to say, or I feel bad when I say, yeah, hell yeah, I'm not the girl that I used to be. I was negative as fuck. You know, like, I was bitter as shit. And I still have my moments, y'all. But I really am not that person anymore. So if that's the person you're used to being around, I'm not going to mesh with you, because you're used to me being this way that I'm not anymore. And I don't know. Again, like I said, this video is a little sensitive, because there's a lot of people who always ask me to go places with them, or they ask me to reach out to them. Sometimes, you know, I am busy and I just do shit spur of the moment. But sometimes I really don't feel like dealing with your energy, because I ain't the person I used to be. I'm not that girl that you met when you met me. And I cannot be in that environment anymore. And you can call me whatever you want to. You can call me whatever you want to. You can say Angela changed the way that you think I changed, because I have. Shit. I worked too hard to stay in the same space. I ain't supposed to be in the same space. There's certain things I'm not supposed to be doing. So if I feel like it's going to interrupt my energy, my ass won't be there. I won't do it. And there are things that I want to do that a lot of people are not willing to do, so I do them myself. But all that to come back around full circle and say that, you know, when you decide to change, when you decide to, you know, make some changes in your life, be prepared to be alone. Because it might happen. It may not happen. You know, like, you may be blessed to not have to deal with that, but I am struggling with that right now. I'm not lonely, but I am, for the most part, a lot of times alone. And, you know, a person who desires other people when they're alone a lot, it's a struggle. But I'm maintaining that I am about to develop some bomb-ass relationships, and that I can offer a lot more to people than I could before. Happiness, positivity, you know, humor. Me. I can offer those things that I could not necessarily offer, I would say, 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I was bitter as shit. 3 years ago, I was bitter as fuck, y'all. Like, bitter as hell. And I hear it and I see it. Oh man, somebody almost got in an accident. I hear it and I see it when I, you know, look back on things, and I see posts, I see old posts, I talk to old people. I was talking to a friend the other day, and he laughed at me and I actually laughed at myself when I said it. I was like, you know, my energy, I'm fragile, and at any given moment, I can, you know, I have to be cognizant of, I'm naturally realist, what I would call it, which is basically a pessimist. You know, I'm naturally a pessimist. I think things half empty. So I am literally going, not against myself, but I am proactively trying to be positive, because I see that that's the way that I should be. That life is about positivity, but it's not a natural thing. You know, I'm literally working towards doing it. And so I was talking to a really close friend of mine, and I was like, you know, I'm fragile, and, you know, I can't be around no negative ass folks. And he laughed his ass off, because I was that. It was negative as fuck. You would talk to me for 20 minutes and I just had something negative to say, just something. And but I understand that about myself. Oh, I should have took that. I understand that about myself. I understand that, you know, I'm fragile, and even in a given moment, if somebody says something that set me off, and I'll go into like all the negative shit, and I don't want to be like that anymore. So yeah, I'm rambling, and I don't know if anyone will find resignation in this at all, but I really wanted to point that out, that with change, be prepared to be alone, because it might happen. It's likely to happen, because people cannot handle change. That's another thing too. I truly believe that people cannot handle drastic change. There are some people that I think love me dearly, but they cannot handle that I'm different. In their mind, I'm supposed to stay stuck where I'm at because it's comfortable for them. They have gotten to know that part of me, and they can deal with that part of me. They can't deal with the positive Angela. They can't deal with the thinner Angela. Like, that's another thing too. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. As much as I get majority positive feedback on my weight loss, I don't get a lot of negative feedback, but there are, I would say, a lot of people who just cannot deal with me not being their fat friend. They don't, and it's not purposeful. It's just some shit you just can't handle. You used to being that bitch that would probably get more attention in the club, and you ain't now. And I'm not saying that I couldn't get attention in the club before, but I most definitely get that shit now. And so it's different, because the attention isn't on you. The attention is on me. Or, you know, so, and I say that, it's so hard to say that because you don't want to sound conceited or cocky or whatever it is, but that it's changed. When you lose weight, people view you differently, and you get more attention. Now, the attention could still be shitty. Like, I still get whack ass niggas that try to holler, but it doesn't change the fact or negate the fact that I get more attention in a smaller frame than I did when I was in a larger frame. It is what it is. That's the truth. And so because of that, some people cannot handle that, and so they don't know how to be around me. And I'm actually okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with it. I can keep rambling. We're at almost the 13-minute mark. And yeah, I don't know. A lot of people ask me that question. Why do you do so many things? Where's your friends? Why do you do so much stuff by yourself? Gosh, Angela, do you ever do anything with people? Why are you on the spur of the moment? Because you know what? Change is a lonely space. It's a lonely chapter. Or a lone chapter. You can play with words, lonely, alone, however it floats your boat. But just be prepared to be by yourself. But the beauty of it is you learn more about yourself. I've learned more about myself in the last 2 years than I have in 34 years of life. The last 2 years have been a true learning process about Angela. What can Angela do? What can Angela not do? What is Angela capable of? What is she not capable of? How is she a good friend? How is she not a good friend? What are some things about Angela that she can change? All that became perfectly clear because my ass was by myself. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So yeah, with that said, I hope that you have a nice day. And I hope that if anyone watches this and feels like, you know, as a friend, that they feel like, you know, I don't talk to them anymore. It is truly not on purpose. And, you know, sometimes you lose contact with folks. And I'm not trying to, you know, like I said in the very beginning, this is just a difficult conversation because I know that there are some people that are going to watch this and think that I'm talking specifically to them. I am not talking to anyone in particular. I am just making the statement in general. And I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I was trying to find a delicate way to just say, you know, hey, with a new chapter, you get new friends. And some of your old friends, well, you will just become acquaintances and have to leave their ass behind because they are in the previous chapter for a reason. Doesn't mean that you got to take them with you. So I really hope that I didn't offend anybody. This, again, as I said, is not particular to anyone, but I just wanted to speak on people who have been looking at my journey, who ask me so many questions, because y'all, I get it all the time. I get so many questions about just everything from my weight loss to the weird crap that I find myself doing alone. And that is one of the main things that people ask me. Why do you do all this stuff alone? Do you not have any friends? And the answer is, I do have friends, but I don't have many. And I need to find more, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle to find new friends when you're mid-30s. I'm not quite mid-30s yet, but, you know, I'm almost there. So next year I will, you know, I'm sowing the seeds, and next year, you know, hopefully some of that fruit will come into to be, that I will develop some friendships, that some of the people that I'm meeting now will develop into some great friendships, you know, later down the line, because friendships take time, and I'm just sowing the seeds. But some people have met their need for me in their lives, and I've met my need for them in mine, and we just need to move forward. So yeah, I'm done. Gotta pump some gas. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day. God bless.